Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keepsy, aka Keeper of the Keys, back with another free collective reading. So, we've got here, celebrity. You could be viewed as a celebrity, you could be up and coming. Maybe a lot of celebrities know who you are. A lot of people in your local hometown, city, state, continent know who you are. They know a lot about your story. Maybe you've wrote music. You could be an artist, okay? Some sort of writer. Something where you are very creative. Okay, you could be a reader. Anything. But you are like a celebrity in your local city, state, town, continent, yeah? And people are on the come up off the back of your energy. So people are on the come up off the back of your energy. And you know what it's like when you do really well and you are a rising star. All your family, yeah, your friends, people who you thought was your ride or die, your partners, the lot, yeah, a lot of them end up turning against you. We've got, they will pay for what they've done. Voodoo. So they've done some sort of voodoo, okay? They've done some sort of voodoo dolls in order to gain something. Like your energy are tired out because they are using voodoo in order to drain you of your energy because they're jealous of the energy what you possess. So whatever it is what you're doing, because you are seen as a celebrity, oh look at that, it just fell out. This is why they did it. This is why they've done a voodoo doll, yeah? To have you tired out because they're energy harvesting. They wish they had your energy, okay? They wish they had your level of success, okay? They could be trying to keep you in darkness, trying to shut you up and take everything they can off you by doing rituals or spell work, okay? Because they was all promising each other. Could be a psychic, okay, you don't have to be, but for some, they've been putting you under psychic attack, vampirism, okay, rituals and spell work, because they want your energy, they want your work for themselves. Earth free, Satanism. Linking to some sort of underground or underworld or some sort of underground passages, tunnels, train stations, something of the sort. Okay. Protect. But you are being protected. They may have, oh, I can't get it out. They may have this voodoo doll done of you, okay? Like they have done of me because they ordered it by the courts to take off my hair, to do voodoo dolls, hair, blood and nail rituals, you name it, I've had it done. Right. Linking to a cult, a satanic cult, okay? A satanic cult coming up against divine masculine, divine feminine because they are jealous of you being a celebrity, a rising star, and they want this energy for themselves. They've made promises to each other, yeah, all shaking hands with each other. They disagree with the Most High. Why should he or she have all these gifts, skills and talents when this satanic cult are trying to split it all off, money or what have you, for free too, amongst themselves? Then they start bad mouthing, okay, talking nothing but shit, spreading lies and rumours. We've got market. Could be in marketing or something. Or somebody who works at a market is involved. Okay. Ocean. now maybe you should have your own, like, literally, it's like an ocean of money, okay? But this satanic cult, who do rituals and spell work, they want it for themselves. So you could be living in a city, sinister city, with this ocean, we've got trust fund. They could be doing, splitting the money between themselves and doing trust fund accounts, okay, in anyone's name they can. People who's involved, who's got children themselves, they've been putting money in the children's account and then they've been putting it overseas. They could also have a business account, okay. They could be stealing from your business. If you have your own business, like I've got a Keeper of Keys business, and they took absolutely everything they can, you name it, yeah. Planning the next move. Everyone who you can think of the top of your head, and then maybe even some names of people you forgot about, and people who you just wouldn't even think is involved, they're all involved. You are a warrior. You're a warrior. Identity. So they're using different identities in order to shift money around, maybe overseas, across an ocean, across a sea, across an ocean, in multiple accounts under different identities. Gangster, you know, they've got some sort of satanic gang involved, or they think the gangster, they do. Elders are involved. We have got council, people who work in the local council, housing, government, or whatever it is in your state, your city. They've got the council involved, and they're doing meetings, planning the next move, doing meetings, contacting each other by phone, email, the lot, okay, they could be getting phones, doing SIM cards, changing the SIM cards, doing a couple of phone calls, snapping the SIM cards, getting rid of it, getting rid of the phones, okay, so trying to destroy evidence, sending emails, messages to each other's phones, 0808, sending emails and messages to each other's phones surrounding, gone and off and done hoodoo freestyle. So for some, they've stole your freestyle and your music, your lyrics, gone on off, okay, reproduced it, split it amongst themselves and left you nothing, like they have with me. Like I've wrote so much music, yeah, and it's out there, it's on YouTube, alright, it's on YouTube, and I've not received a single penny, and instead of giving me what's rightfully mine, they chose to sacrifice me and my children multiple times. So we've got an auntie is involved, because pretty much everyone's involved. They was all buzzing. Oh yeah, buzzing. Of course I'll get involved and take everything. You've got divine protection, maybe even the mafia is involved. A galactic war has broken out because of this. Because of all the stuff what they're doing. Burning bridges, masks, okay, copying your style. The masks are slipping. They've even got people involved in care homes. They was all buzzing to get involved because they wanted to go shopping on the back of someone else's money, what's not even theirs. Of course I'll get involved, at least I can go shopping and have a nice shopping spree. It's all coming back. Conspiracy. So everybody is involved in conspiring against one person to take everything they are, everything they have, and everyone you can think of. A family, on mother's and father's side, okay? Auntie, obviously. Stolen ID. They hate this divine masculine, divine feminine. Absolutely hate. They didn't want to feel left out, okay? They didn't want to be left out and left behind, so they decided to team up together, conspire, and start manipulating the system to work in their favour. A lot of them are spending this money at a bar, okay? Pissing it up the wall, shopping sprees, you name it. They could be trying to intimidate this divine masculine, divine feminine, you know, with like mafia involvement. Winning. They didn't want to see you winning in life, and they didn't want you to become this influential figure, okay? They've even got doctors involved in stabbing divine masculine, divine feminine in the back, trying to label this masculine or feminine as something what they're not because they're corrupt, to cover up the corruption and to create blockages, okay? On your way to success and on your way to claiming back everything what they stole, they don't think it's fair. They really don't think it's fair that this divine masculine, divine feminine is going to be the last man standing. They're trying to ruin divine masculine, divine feminine's name. Okay? They've even got people in the bank involved. We've got bar energy again. So somebody could even work at a bar. Somebody involved could have even opened up a bar or refurbished a bar off the back of this stolen shit. I don't know. Mad. Golf could be significant. They could have somebody who plays golf or one of the golf cars or something like that. They could have gone out and bought a car. Jealous that you are destined for greatness, and this is why they've got doctors involved. They've been doing mental magic, okay, trying to do a setup. Trying to do a setup. A mobile phone, burner phones. Phones what they can just get rid of easily, snap the SIM card and all that, or if they think, you know, the good police, good law enforcement zoning in on them. They're like, we need to hurry up, get rid of evidence, get these hits out on him, get hits out on her. Yeah, they don't want to see you up and coming. Don't want to see you up and coming. Hired and trap. So they've hired people in all different areas, wow, to set traps. Probably saying the best place for this person to be with this mental magic and all what they're doing, this hoodoo, voodoo, all this dark energy. Best place for this divine masculine, divine feminine to be is locked up in a nut house, yeah, or locked up in prison with these traps and what these system traps, what they've set out, because they're trying to manipulate the system to work in their favour. Holiday. So they all want to split it amongst themselves and go holidaying abroad, up and down country, city, state, continent, holidaying. Abduction. Could be trying to abduct this divine masculine, divine feminine. So abduction, if this divine feminine, masculine, who this reading is about, has child or children, they have abducted the child or children in order to gain power and control over the money, yeah, by force. By force. And they want this masculine or feminine out of the bloody picture, involved in gun trafficking, drug trafficking, okay? So with this stolen money from some sort of work, they've gone out and just been getting drugs from it, and they've been monetising off the back of someone else's business, off the back of someone else's gifts, skills and talents, straight up copy and paste, involved in abductions, chakra attacks. Chakra attacks. Some of these people have swore on earth, okay? And obviously with the corruption, you know, swore on earth. I've just gone past crystal ball, so people are getting a crystal ball reading, alright, to see what's coming on in. Doppelganger. They're paying for crystal ball readings. They've got a doppelganger of this divine masculine, divine feminine, okay, as a replacement. Wow, as a replacement, I've got my own doppelganger and I did have at some point. Don't know what's happened to her there. Don't know what's happened to the crank there. It's a doppelganger, okay. And we got shot. Look, oh, I can't even make it up. I can't make this up, you do know that. I really can't. Shot. They're trying to get divine masculine, divine feminine shot down 1717 because they've hired someone to traffic a gun, maybe from overseas, okay, maybe from online, okay, because they've stolen work and they want to keep the money for themselves. Skinheads involved. Skinheads involved. Jar spells. So they've took stolen work and then they're using money to get all this witchcraft done. A shit ton of black magic. There's people in your circle. Maybe got 6 spell. Drama spell. And it's only by chance and sheer luck that divine masculine, divine feminine is still here today with all this going on for chakra blockages. So if you're a singer, you freestyle, because there was some sort of freestyle there, for chakra blockages because they don't want you to be able to sing or they don't want you to be able to freestyle anymore because they've all been lying on earth and claiming it was their work. Wow. They've all been oh. Wow. They could be seen at these ATM machines, drawing money out from these accounts. Keeping profits for themselves, and then they want this divine masculine, divine feminine to receive no support whatsoever, yeah, because any support surrounding this divine masculine, divine feminine, they're all getting paid to come on in, do the job, label them as this, that and the other, and we'll pay you some money under the table, alright? Fake ID. Solicitors involved in taking money under the table, and maybe solicitors are now in regret because they are under investigation, they are being watched, and God's army, whatever you want to call them, they're closing in on them, Alright, they are closing in on them. Got spiritual assassin, even hiring a spiritual assassin, and we've got rap and hip hop, okay. Psychic investigator could be on this. Paying for spell work. Or you could be a psychic investigator as well. And even these psychic investigators know there's paying for spell work. So we've got hidden motives and door. Go on, knock at the door, alright. Say he's come to help, alright. Say this, that, the other. Alright, take some money under the table. Turn a blind eye. Sickness. Deliberately cause masculine or feminine to be sick, alright. Because we want them to just hurry up. Pass on, alright. So we can keep everything we've stolen. And we can all go on holiday, and we can go to these bars, and we can have a little bogey, and we can have a little drink, and we can have a bit of a snort on the back of somebody else's hard work. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. It is. It's pathetic. Landlord involved. Taking money under the table. Landlord involved in giving keys to your property or something, because they've got copies of the keys to get access into your property whilst you're out, in order to try and set you up, to watch you, to spy on you. Dark practitioner involved who needs to just grow on up. Some of these people could be getting into an accident, could be a cousin of yours who is involved. They could have ginger hair. Ginger hair could be significant for some. You don't have to have ginger hair, but somebody surrounding this connection has ginger hair. Yeah, trying to set up cameras inside of your home to watch you. Because they're fucking perverts, that's what they are. I mean, sorry for swearing and that, but they're just perverts, they're just predators. Absolute freaking predators. Health. They want to affect your health any way, shape or form. Okay? People, like if you have child or children, and then there's been like snatching kids and stuff, people at the schools are involved, their friends and their family, they're involved, because they all want a piece of this money, what's not fucking theirs. Some of these, because they know the Most High, is zoning in on them with God's army, they could be trying to run away, cross borders, go overseas, move home, okay? Something to do with a local park, and a friend who's trying to shut you up and just have you all mute. But they don't understand the fact that there's psychic mediums out there, or psychics or mediums, 24/24 out there, solving these crimes as well. R&B music, could have wrote some R&B music, and miracles. Maybe it's a miracle that this divine masculine, divine feminine is still here, and child or children who's in the middle of all this, getting in tune with your higher self. There's a lot of legal battles in order to gain power of attorney. Cartel could even be involved. Power of attorney, a lot of legal battles. Because obviously if they want to spend it on gun trafficking and drug trafficking and try and mafia and cartel and gangster themselves up on the back of someone else's money, they're not but a low-rank crank. Trying to get divine masculine, divine feminine touched by anyone. Sending flying monkeys, also known as narcissists, okay, they will pay for what they did to divine masculine, divine feminine. Maybe they want you on your own and be like, oh look, he or she's lonely, what have you. No one around them gives a damn because they're all involved in the corruption and trying to kill divine masculine, divine feminine. They've even got nurses involved and paying money under the table. Even got nurses involved, so are they all losing their job? Yeah. All meeting up to discuss the next move, passing money around, doing you do this, you do that, yada yada yada. And then they'll go on vacation, you know, because they've received a big wad of cash in hand, or they're transferring money from one of these account things, what they've done from stolen identity, to their account. Linking to a bloody church coven. Bank transferring. Okay. Money. Bank transferring money. To get the job done. Or the job's done. They want to keep it a secret, but like us psychic mediums are going to keep that shit a secret. When it's our job to deliver messages. When it's our job, target. Being targeted, divine masculine, divine feminine, and if you've got child or children, they've been getting targeted. Linking to underground, what came out, and I did say or underworld, and there is underworld. Practically every single religion is involved in this, you know, people of different religions, different races, different ethnic origins, paying them for their spell work, dark practitioners, because there's a lot of dark practitioners like doctors and nurses who are dark practitioners who do magic, black magic, smiling in your face. These are the type of people that think, you're alright, but they know exactly what they're fucking done. That's what you call a narcissist. Putrid. Do it to me, you alright? Smile on my face, make out like they've never done anything with the sort. Be all nicey, nicey, nicey. That's gaslighting. Yeah, 28. That's sociopathic people and absolute psychopaths. Using others to do their dirty work, of course they will. But these others will do that because they want the money. Falsifying some sort of paperwork, legal documents. Alright. Getting everyone to just go along with it. Go on, if you do this and you do this and you do that and you do that, and we'll get this payout and all that, and we'll get all this, whatever, we'll transfer it to you. Come on. Idiots. Absolute idiots. One of these could be driving like round in a limo, you know what I mean, like getting a limousine on the back of someone else's moolah. Hiring like a limo and that, like look at us, we just want to make out like this posh, or from stealing someone else's shit. That's what they are, a set of them. Confusion magic, separation spells. because they want to change your full entire destiny. We've got karmic family involved. I don't know. Treating the one they stole from or the way like a dog. Like an absolute dog. Like an absolute dog. Like an absolute dog. This is an ongoing case. Ongoing case. Wow, and it could end up hitting worldwide news. This is an ongoing case, and it's going to hit worldwide news on how many people got involved in this level of corruption and all joined in for the love of stealing somebody's wear. For the love of stealing somebody's wear, but they worked hard for, and then everyone just wanted a piece of the pie, but it was not even theirs to take. It was not even theirs to take, yeah? That much rituals and spell work, absolutely vile, and I mean absolutely vile. This is why I think the law needs to get changed surrounding witchcraft, you know what I mean? Like these dark practitioners, they need taken down. Okay, they really need to lose their so-called power position. Paying anyone to watch you. Oh, watch them and report back to me, will ya? Report back to me what they're saying, will ya? I don't know. Passing guns around. Getting off on the crack cocaine, and then say divine masculine, divine feminine struggling with their mental health. They're going to be poisoning. They've even been poisoning the youth against divine masculine, divine feminine. Poisoning the kids against divine masculine, divine feminine. Gardener involved. Someone who does gardening, they're involved. They want this divine masculine's, divine feminine's life so bad. Because, and look what's going to end up happening to them all. They're going to prison. Can you believe it? Because we've got some sort of message. Distant horizons. Be them buying some sort of a gun from overseas. This could be them opening bank accounts overseas and putting money into these bank accounts overseas, over the ocean, overseas, whatever you want to call it. Legal documents, identity theft, overseas shit, depositing money into there. Could have even actually sold a home too. Because maybe with the money what you had coming towards you, what should have been yours, divine masculine, divine feminine, like the same as me, could have bought yourself your own home and stuff like that, and they thought, nah, we'll have it and we'll sell you. What you think about that? Yeah, and we'll leave divine masculine, divine feminine with absolutely nothing. We'll label them as ill because they're all about the money, which is really concerning. And then a light worker is going to bring this to light that literally they've tried to put divine masculine, divine feminine 6 feet under. And if they've done this to this divine masculine, divine feminine, then how many times have they done this before? And that's what I'm getting at. And they're expecting for people to watch you out the windows, you know, where are they going? Could be getting some sort of letter surrounding court. And they could be trying to stop that from happening, so they could actually be diverting mail. It should have maybe actually received something by now. But they're doing identity theft and putting money overseas. These two are involved, an older female, younger female, they're involved. Because they're splitting it all amongst themselves. Everyone's getting involved in chatting shit, alright. Corrupt solicitors, the lot, 35, you name it. The ones who are involved in this theft are all going to prison. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Could be also doing like written a fake will, okay, in Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's name, signing signature, yeah, in Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's name, okay, or saying, go in there and say he's going to help with this in the house or whatever, get him to sign this, alright, send us a copy of the, you know, bank statement, send us a copy of the address and some legal documents, you know, corrupt government. And the corrupt government's like, alright then, I'll get on it and all. And then they'll say, he or she is struggling with their mental health. They could have hired an investigator to try and set Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine up for crimes, and they found nothing. Offshore account, I can't make it up. I can't make it up, you know. I'm telling you, these readings are spot on. Then they start summoning devils and demons to try and set Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine up. They're destined for hell, but they don't care. They're all about the here and now and what they can get their stinking hands on. Because that's what it is. Stolen ideas, any business ideas, straight up copy and paste that, okay? Someone involves gay and they want to take money to the table and they want to spend it on rent boys. It could be from the Galactic Federation of Light. They're using ancient forbidden magic, alright? Then they're forging legal documents, okay? Forging legal documents. Not even the devil wants to mess with these cranks. Not even the devil likes them. Do you know what I mean? Some of them might say the devil worshippers, but the devil don't even like them. Can you believe it? Angelic protection. Yeah, they could be trying to change the story so they look like the hero. You know, these people coming on and go, what's happened to you? Alright, something real bad's happened to you, has it? But they're planning it. All the plots, the plans, the schemes. 38, you're changing story. They want to look like the hero. No. Careful who you're having drinks with, because they want to put something in your drink, and on top of that, a lot of these are spending it on pissing it up the wall in the bars, okay? Yeah. So someone who works in a bar, or someone linking to a bar, they're stocking all the bars up with alcohol and stuff from stolen money. Yeah, what you thinking, darling? We'll just take it, yeah. Concerning. They could even be spending it in casinos. Yeah, why not? Because she wants that. Let's see how much she wants it when she goes to court. And she faces judgment there. Yeah, let's see. So I'm going to leave that reading there. Sending peace, love and light. Stay strong. They are trying to silence you, to shut you back on up. hairdresser involved also. Well, maybe she got involved taking someone under the table because she wanted a new set of scissors, and she wanted some nice little clips and burrs and new baubles and stuff like that, and then popped on off for a crystal ball reading. I don't know. And bought a bike with stolen money. I'll have some of that. Go on then, I can get my son or daughter a nice little bike and that. Oh yeah. And then get your son or daughter a nice little bike and then have them roaming around with a knife. And then put some money in your son or daughter's savings account. Yeah. That's what's going down. That's what's going down. They're all getting locked up. Yeah. They can't actually believe that they will get away with this for the rest of their life. We've got an older masculine involved. It's like, good journey towards kiddies. Alright, yeah. Have kids in despair. We don't care. But we don't care. We just want every last ounce of that person. Alright, we want to steal absolutely everything and leave them with nothing. Fake court, fake court meetings, fake putting in a car. Yeah. Fake court, setting up fake court meetings. Yeah. Disgusting. The people who cover this corruption up, yeah, and go along with it and take money under the table are vile. And they're the sickest ones of all, yeah, covering up a shit ton of theft because you want a few quid under the table. I'm thinking, yeah, why you're changing legal documentation and why you're, you know, taking money under the table when there's light workers. We'll bring that to the light, alright? There is going to be an ending, yeah. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine is going to come out of poverty, okay? Trying to stop what you do for work, okay? Because there's a lot of people working against Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine because they want to be privileged. But they are going to get a message, they're getting locked up. Nowhere. They're getting locked up. Sending peace, love, and light. 42 there.